Hi, it's me. I haven't done this in so long. Welcome to my new life. It is Sunday of moving weekend, so let's start a freaking vlog. I left New Haven and now I live in Richmond, Virginia, and this is my new little home. It needs so much work, but I'm starting here in the room that's going to be my office because it feels the least overwhelming. So I'll show you what we got here. When you walk in, this right here, this pile of pillows, there's gonna be a day bed for sitting, but also people can sleep there if I ever have a guest. Would you like to come visit me in Richmond? Please do. And then right here, this is so exciting. This is my new super fancy standing desk. It's from FlexiSpot. And it's one of those ones where you push a button and it goes up and then you can sit and then it goes up. I'm so excited about it. So I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna set it up. While I do that, I'm gonna talk to you about a book. We're gonna talk about books again. Also, I just took my first shower in my new home. I'm so happy to report that the water pressure is phenomenal. Phew. I'm reading Biography of X by Catherine Lacey. I did not read Pew. I didn't read anything about Pew or about this, so I had no idea what I was getting into, but maybe some of you are smarter than me and you would not be surprised to know that this is speculative fiction. The book starts out that there's this famous artist named X, and she's very mysterious, and she dies. A man publishes a biography of her. It's full of misinformation, and X's wife, who really wants to, at first, respect X's privacy, is then so enraged by the misinformation in this biography that she decides to research her own dead wife. So it starts out as this beautiful story of love, art, and what it means to be an artist, and the artist as self, and how do you separate the self from the artist. Then through that reporting we find out that X was an escaped citizen of the Southern Territory. What's the Southern Territory, you ask? This alternate fiction in which in the 30s or 40s, I think it's the 30s, the southern half of the United States, a wall is erected by theocratic dictators who take over the southern half and no one's allowed in or out. It becomes this like very religious dictatorship in which women are married off at young ages. It's got Handmaid's Tale vibes. Women as vessels for creating babies. And everything is ruled by the Bible and men. It turns out X is one of the few people ever to have escaped the Southern Territory. Then in the 90s, right around when X dies, is the reunification of the Southern Territory with the rest of the United States, and people are starting to be allowed to go in and figure out what exactly happened and all the atrocities during that time. Our narrator, X's wife, is writing this as if it's a nonfiction, biographical, well-reported look inside what happened in the Southern Territory. It does this thing that I find mostly charming and fun and occasionally gimmicky. Because it's a alternate history, it creates these fake citations. So it'll say, in Kathy Acker's reporting of the Southern Territory. And you're like, fuck, I would read that. If this were real, that's exactly who I would want to report on this. Or they'll say like Merv Emre's criticism, right? And you're like, that's so good. Occasionally you're like, we get it, that's enough name dropping, but I think for the most part it's like pretty fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It's not my normal reading, and I think it's from a political history lens. I think there are some holes. The conceit is that this is happening because FDR enrages the South with his communist New Deal, when in fact FDR was a huge ally of the South. I mean, this didn't happen, so arguing that it's unrealistic is silly, but I do think. But if you are able to suspend your disbelief and just sort of enjoy it, I'm kind of having fun with it. Okay, I haven't done anything to set up my new desk. I'm gonna stop talking now and I'm gonna work on my desk. I'm so excited. I hope this is easy and I can show you a new desk in a few minutes. Also, the daybed that I bought was delivered. The daybed that goes right there. And it's a ginormous box that's extremely heavy. And I am now a single human and I live alone for the first time ever in my whole life. And I don't know how a single person gets large boxes up the stairs on their own, but I guess I'm about to spend a lot of money on TaskRabbit throughout my life. Okay, time to set up my desk. It has a maple top and it's so pretty. I don't know when I became this excited about a desk, but this is your 30s, I guess. Look how beautiful that maple is. All right. I did it. There were literally 2 steps. I was really nervous. Turns out being a single independent woman is working out for me. Because I just did that, so don't need nobody. Let's see if I can flip it. Wow, that was so easy. She did it. I did it. It's all set up. Let's see if I can get it to... Wow! I am truly blown away by this thing. Look at that. It's also smaller than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't take as much space, so maybe I could put it here in front of the window if I wanted to. Wow, this is really going to make my life so much better during the workday. Look how pretty she is. And it has a drawer. Can you tell I'm extremely pleased about this? It's called the Comhar standing desk from FlexiSpot. I'll put a link in the description. Now I've accomplished something for today, which means I can stop doing anything else and I can just go read. And I guess make myself dinner for the first time in my new house. And now, even though the rest of my life is chaos, I'll be able to do my work tomorrow in a sane environment. And that's really nice. So that's good. Yay for my new desk. Okay, I'm gonna go give us some space. I'll be back. Hi, it's Monday. You're sitting on my new desk. That's why you're so tall. It's a standing desk. It's Monday afternoon. I went and did a site visit at a school district today. I was talking yesterday about how I have this day bed to set up in here. I didn't know how I was gonna get the box up the stairs. Well, I'm a genius. I opened the box and I carried each piece individually up the stairs. And now I have 8 million pieces to put together. Wow, that looks bad. Looks really bad. So I think I'm gonna do that for a minute. I had one other thing I was gonna tell you about Biography of X. I read a little bit more last night. I was thinking more about things I wanted to say to you, my friends, about this book. There's a blue jay outside my window. An interesting theme of the book is the idea of the mystique of an artist, the artistic mystique. I love that it kind of breaks it down a little bit. So X is this famous artist. There's all the stories about her writing David Bowie's songs and Brian Eno's, and it'll say that, you know, she claimed to have written these amazingly famous, successful songs at the drop of a hat in a moment. But then the biographer, her wife, discovers journal entries that have these lyrics from 20 years prior. There's all these ways they're chipping away at this idea that this artist is somehow extra human, somehow magical, somehow creating art out of thin air and not out of experience and effort. Okay, that's my Biography of X update. I'm gonna try to build this. I am at some point gonna show you the rest of the house and not just this office, but it is, if you can believe it, even more chaotic than this. Also, I think tonight I might take myself out to dinner in my new neighborhood. Hello, I just got home from the gym. I'm about to start making dinner. I have very limited updates for you. Here are my updates. I took myself out to dinner last night. It was really cute. There was a cute little spot. Sat on the patio. Really enjoyed it. 2 blocks from my new house. It's great. Brought a book, didn't read it. Haven't read at all. I have 0 reading updates for you, but I'm about to make dinner and then sit down and read. Also, when I went to dinner yesterday, I was walking down the street and a woman told me I had a cool outfit on. So that was amazing. I put together that daybed in the office. I'm waiting for the mattress to come. It's supposed to be delivered today, but it wasn't. So we'll see about that and I'll show you. And I tried out a new gym today. It was okay. It was a 6 out of 10. I'm not sure it's the one, but I bought a week pass. So we'll see what the vibe is tomorrow morning. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make dinner now. Hi, it is Wednesday afternoon and my day bed is all put together. I'm really happy with this room, my office. There's my big fancy desk, standing, and here's this. Actually, I haven't sat on it yet. I just put it together. Wow, this is so nice. During the workday, when I'm not on a meeting, I can sit here. The sun in this room is the best. I'll unpack some books in here eventually, but otherwise this room is kind of done. I'm gonna paint. The whole house is getting painted. The painters are coming tonight. In my last house, I did like a true bright white. Thinking of doing something a little softer this time. Maybe an alabaster. Those are my updates. Biography of X, I probably read 20 pages before I fell asleep last night, making great progress. We're getting to the point where the narrator is kind of starting to hate her dead wife, which I'm loving. I love that. Love that progression. I'm done with meetings for today, and I have about an hour before the painters come, and I'm going to take myself on a walk. So I haven't left the house yet today. This is something that's really weird about not having a dog right now. Is that I don't automatically get up and go for a walk first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna make myself go for a walk right now and enjoy the outside and not work. I'm gonna take an hour off of work. When you have a dog, you have to walk. And now I get to just work all day. But I'm gonna put work on pause, go for a walk, meet with the painters, do a little bit more work, and then I'll read some Biography of X. Tell me that you love my daybed setup. You love it, don't you? Okay. I'm back from my walk. I walked down to the river. It was really sweet. It was really nice. It's really not that far. And I had a package from my book club friends. Longtime followers will know. I have a book club of girls I used to live and work with in Oakland, California, and they're all still there. They include me in a book club over Zoom, which is really nice. They sent a sweet little package with lots of stuff in it, including these flowers. Aren't they beautiful? It's really nice. Since we're here, I'll show you a little bit of the bedroom. It's still a work in progress. This amazing, beautiful dresser was a gift from my friend Maggie. Can you believe that? It was her grandmother's, I think. She gave it to me. Isn't that insane? And this is my grandfather's big brass bed. And there's my non-working fireplace, but isn't it pretty? That's the bedroom. Get ready for lots of selfie pics right here. I'm eating dinner in my day bed. I love it. I have a doctor's appointment and I brought my book. Exciting stuff. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. I'm gonna go to the farmer's market in a couple hours, but first I'm gonna walk over to a coffee shop. And I don't want to jinx myself. I think I could finish Biography of X this morning at the coffee shop. That's the plan. Book, coffee, farmer's market, and then maybe we'll check in. And I need to go grocery shopping. I hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. I got my first book mail to the new spot. Should we open it together? Here's my very empty living room, which will one day have a couch in it. Let's see what I got. Ivy Pachoda, Sing Her Down by MCD of Farrar, Straus and Giroux. No Country for Old Men meets Killing Eve in this gritty Western thriller. Cool. Thanks, MCD FSG. Comes out May 23rd. Hi, it's Saturday afternoon. I haven't done any of my chores or errands that I wanted to do today. But I did finish my book at the coffee shop this morning before I went to the farmer's market. I also had lunch with Brittany from Instagram, Brittany. She reached out to me on here when I said I was moving. She was like, I live in Richmond too. And it was wonderful. She was great. We had a lovely time. Okay, biography of X. Ready? I think that there are like a few main themes in this book. One is obviously politics, extremist religious politics. And then the other one is art criticism. I think the messaging and statement around art is so much stronger than the political in this book. The theme around art is like the falseness of art criticism, the way that all the critics in this book fall for exes. She's playing jokes on them and pranks on them constantly, and they're always falling for it. The butt of every joke in this book is the art critic, and the person who falls for the artist, that's much more successful. Messages around extremist politics seem like sort of played out to me, not super believable. As I was reading this, I was like, this person writing this book clearly cares much more about art than politics. The other piece is the intersection of art and politics, which I do think is strong. This idea that art is a product of the political environment in which it lives, and if the politics change, the art changes. So this is an alternative history. There's a part in which, as an example, they talk about this unknown artist who can't get shown anywhere named Yves Klein. And like, that's funny because he's one of the most famous artists of all time, and this idea that if the world had turned out differently and we didn't have a world of all white male artists who were famous, then this person would be a nobody. And think of all the women who would have been the world's most famous artists but are nobodies no one's ever heard of, because we did have the version of the world where art has been dominated by white men for hundreds of years. Well taken. And then at the end, what's interesting is that I think I mentioned this, the very beginning of the book is very much a love story and a reflection on love, and then all of a sudden you realize it's an alternate history, and it becomes all of this political art stuff for 400 pages, whatever. And then the very end, it really comes back to love. I think it's saying that love transcends facts. Love transcends biography, biographical facts. Where you were born and what your name is are sort of irrelevant in the realm of love. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm gonna read next, but now, Saturday afternoon, I am going to put some laundry in, run some errands, go to the grocery store, do some work, go to bed early. My friend Jessica's coming tomorrow, and we're gonna do, I think, an eating and drinking tour of Richmond. That's all I got. Thanks for watching my first vlog from my new life in Richmond, Virginia. Love you, nerds! Almost forgot to say it.